Intel Core i3. Holy smokes, 8 gigs of RAM, 2 terabytes of storage. We're going to cover all of that, but this computer is new, and while supplies last, you're saving $139 with an easy payment starting at $124.99. And so the difference in the price is on your screen right now as you're looking at it. It boils down to whether you would like to have Microsoft Office 365 or not. And so that's a $69.99 value, but just $50 in the difference of the price. Again, only while supplies last. But do you see what's happening? The computer on its own is $507 plus. And then when you see what's happening with the software and services, some of these titles you would end up paying separately for. The value there is wow. See what I'm saying? $982.22. We'll touch on some of those titles, but that's how we get to almost $1,500 if you're picking it up even without Office. So we'll touch on a lot of that. The bottom line is we've got an hour to cover it. If you own HP or you're shopping in this hour, I hope you'll give us a call, 1-800-395-1601. But why do you want an HP computer? Well, some of the upgrades that you're going to get with this brand that you can't find elsewhere unless you're willing to spend quite a bit more for them. Why do this now? We talked about it back to school. The time is right. And why QVC? Because you're saving money. We've got easy pay here, so $124.99 or $133.32, and then free shipping and handling. That is almost $21 saved on its own. And then one more thing before I introduce you to my guest, and that is special financing. Maybe 6 months isn't good enough. Perhaps you'd like to have 12 months to pay for your brand new touch laptop. Use your Q card. Then you've got special financing. And if you don't have a Q card, you can apply today. And if you're approved, you'll get a $15 statement credit to use toward a future purchase. But it's nice because it's no interest if you pay it off in full in that 12-month period of time. The item number here is E232031. Craig Smith is a tech expert, and we're always so thankful when he's here, not just because he's knowledgeable, but he really has a way of breaking down the high-tech stuff, making it easy to absorb and appreciate. And so thank you for being here this hour.
Always great to hang out with you.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure. Great to be here.
He is slightly exaggerating. I believe you mean it a touch. I made
the joke earlier. You're one of my top 30 favorite hosts at QVC.
Yes, he's a riot.
You're higher up on the list than that. You know you are.
So great. Okay, let me ask you this question. Why HP? Even before we talk about this laptop, why this brand?
Well, when it comes to personal computers, PCs, this is the #1 PC vendor in the world. You talk about innovation and technology. Everyone has this perspective now of all these startup companies in Silicon Valley starting up in a garage. These are the guys that started it. Back in 1939, a couple Stanford grads got together and created this technology company. Today, the world's largest PC manufacturer. And the reason for that is they make tremendous products. So they make great partnerships with companies like Intel to create amazing processors and speed and performance. And then all those little extra things they add onto their computer. We're going to dive into quite a few of them throughout the course of this hour. But things like their fast charge capability. So now this computer from completely dead will charge to 90% in 90 minutes. So now you're not waiting around for your computer to charge. It's responding quickly. And then we got that great high definition webcam, which is exclusive to HP, their HP True Vision camera. And we have touch now on a 17-inch computer. All the latest and greatest in the PC world, you're going to find it with this brand, HP, right here.
Let me touch on colors.
Let's do it.
And remember, the only choice that you're making beyond color is whether you would like to have it with or without Microsoft Office. And it's nice because otherwise you'd spend $69.99 on an annual subscription. Here it's just a $50 difference in price and $8 or so on an easy payment. So here are your colors. You're looking right now at the blue. The red is the most limited, whether you're shopping with or without Office, both ways. That's our most limited option. And then down below, we have it for you in the mint. Next to that is the silver. And then the one that you're seeing Craig tinker on here is the beautiful rose. Nope, that's not rose gold. That's gold. Yes. And then rose gold on the end. Gosh, is that pretty?
Love that rose gold as well.
That's pretty.
Just let everyone know with those color choices as well. You're going to have this brushed charcoal look along the keyboards for all of the colors.
It's like a cool, like a watermark almost on the face of it.
It's a little design there. You see that the pattern, so it's not just a bland-looking computer. We've got some great style in here. Another big style point is going to go out for that rose gold. So actually, if I can grab yours from
Mary, because this design is a little bit unique.
Yeah, this has been by far our most popular color that we've had here from HP throughout the entire course of 2018.
And I'll hold it just so you can see.
This rose gold pattern, you can see all the little flowers inside there on the inside part of the computer.
Isn't that
So if
cool?
you want to have a machine that's not just powerful, but also looks great, you want to have a little personal style,
Right.
I highly recommend that rose gold. It's really a hot color we've
Well,
had
this
here.
is the most popular size. So why a 17-inch? It's the most desirable size in laptops here at QVC. It's nice to be able to work on papers and projects, of course, but it's also a great size for entertainment if you're streaming shows and trying to download stuff and be able to watch it here, instead of thinking about doing it on a phone or a tablet, for example. And just look at the clarity here.
Yeah,
the
well,
quality of this screen
What's
is
that
impressive.
catchphrase? You got to go big to get big. This is big. This is about as
Right.
big as you are going to be able to go on a laptop computer. And it's not just big for watching the movies. Of course, that's a big factor. But also when you want to do some split screen things on this computer. So you want to be able to have multiple windows open, or you want to be able to blow it up. Whatever works best for you. People love the big screen experience because they like the desktop feel
Right.
with a large screen. But this also has portability now, weighing in at less than 5 3/4 pounds.
Say that again.
Yeah, less than 5 3/4 pounds. I can tell you when I first started selling HP computers here at QVC, about 8.5 years ago or so, we used to have this size computer. It would
Yeah.
weigh 8 pounds. It's portable, but that's not
Right.
realistically
It's a
carrying it around.
Backacre.
Yeah, this is 5.67 pounds. This
Awesome.
is something you can actually pick up and move around with.
Yeah.
It's not a backbreaker at all, but then you open it up. This is big. 17-inch high-definition LED screen is just absolutely massive.
So something's popped up on the bottom of the screen that I want to draw your attention to. We refer to these as buckets, kind of like emptying out the buckets and covering all the details so that you can shop with complete confidence for your brand new computer at QVC. So some of the buckets that we're going to be touching on later, Microsoft Office, Windows 10, storage capacity, all of these things. But it's important to understand, like, what am I getting here? What are the ports? What are some of the features that I might not find at a comparable price from another brand, for example? So let's go on a tour, if you don't mind.
Let's do it.
And show us sort of the sides, the back, all the good stuff.
Everything from soup to nuts, we'll show it to you.
Please.
So it starts off on that gorgeous screen. Of course, 17-inch screen, built-in high-definition webcam as well. HP calls it their True Vision webcam. It's actually discreetly disguised in the bezel right here, so it doesn't really stand out because you don't want to really see the camera when you're not using it. You only need to see it when it's actually being in use. And there it is, high-definition camera, full-size keyboard. And the fact that this is a 17-inch screen, you also get the full-size keyboard and the numeric keypad right here on the side. I love this feature here. If you are getting the Microsoft Office option, and we're going to talk about that a little bit later in the presentation, but you're crunching numbers, you're working on those Excel spreadsheets, love to have that numeric keypad. Anybody that handles the finances in the family or does some accounting on their computer, that's a nice feature that you have there already built in as part of that full-size keyboard. And then you see that beautiful brush design that we have on the interior as well. We'll spin around and show you all the connection ports that we have. Again, we're looking at a big computer here, so we're going to have all those connection ports that you need, starting off with your power adapter plug right here. Next to that, we have some cooling fans to cool off that hard drive for you. Ethernet port. This computer does have the latest technology when it comes to Wi-Fi, but if you're staying in a hotel where Wi-Fi can be a little sketchy, or maybe you just want to hardwire to the internet in your home, you can do that with this computer. This is a port that not all laptops currently have. Some computer manufacturers are getting rid of it. HP knows that their users love it. That's why they include it. An HDMI out port, so you can actually connect this to a big screen television if you like. And these are two super speed USBs. Not the old school USB, the new version, the 3.0s, substantially faster download times on either one of these. And then we have our headphone or microphone jack on the side. Spinning to the other side, we get asked this question all the time with HP computers. Does this have a disk drive? Yes, we still have that CD DVD drive. The tray comes out, pop in those old DVDs or those CDs. I know if you're like me, you still have a lot of those movies. The kids have to watch it on something. I don't have a DVD player in my house anymore. So having a computer like this, you still have the ability to play the discs, whether it's your favorite movies or your favorite music, pop it in that disk drive right there. A traditional USB port, so that brings us to a total of 3 USB ports on the computer. And then there's your multimedia card reader. I know a lot of photography buffs out there are using those digital SLR cameras.
Yep.
They still use those SD cards. You'll pop those SD cards in there. So all the ports that you need, that's the advantage of having the big boy, the 17-inch computer. With the large screen computer, you have more space on the computer, you have more space for ports and everything in there. And we spin it around, there's that HP logo. even with all of this, we're still 5.67 pounds. So it is a portable machine while still being a very, very large computer.
Point of distinction with the rose gold is what's happening here at the keyboard. And I'll turn it so that you can see it's a subtle design, but good heavens, is it beautiful.
Yes, it is.
And that's been very popular from HP here. So you saw what Craig was showing you, sort of those waves done in that graphite, like tones of graphite. That happens on every choice except the rose gold, where you get that etched floral look. And so reminding you about colors here, blue, most limited, whether you're choosing without office or you need it. Red is the most limited both ways. And then down below, we have it for you in the mint, the silver, the gold, and then the one that I'm holding, the rose gold, while supplies last, starting on Easy Pay at $124.99, and then it's just about $8 more if you do need Microsoft Office 365, and we'll talk about that, maybe who that's for, if you need a little bit of guidance on it. But if sold separately, look at the value here. I mean, good heavens. We're approaching about sort of the halfway mark in what you'd expect to spend on this 17-inch touch laptop from HP, combined with the software and services that you're getting. Some of these titles you would most certainly spend money on, and so you're adding that to the price. All of this is coming included today with your computer, and so that's a good reason to shop for it here at QVC, because it's not just about the device, but everything that you're getting here, and then to be able to get it home, not all in one payment, but on Easy Pay with free shipping and handling, and to have 12-month special financing available as well if you're shopping with your Q card. This is a touch laptop, Craig.
Yes, it is.
Everything you're just showing us, and then I come back and say, yeah, but look at how much money you're saving. The skeptics watching, I'm guessing, say, what's missing?
Yes.
Is it touch?
No, it is touch. And that's a big call out, too, because when Microsoft actually developed Windows 10, this is the Windows 10 operating system on this computer, it was designed to be a touch experience. The vast majority of people out there using Windows 10 are still using it on computers that don't operate with touch. You're not getting the full experience on Windows 10 unless you have a touch screen. And what I love about touch, we all touch our phones and our tablets on a routine basis. It's an intuitive and simple way to use a device. If we're doing that with the portable devices that we have, why aren't we doing it with our computers themselves? And the advantage of touch is now we're getting away from having to press all these buttons down here, which can be challenging. Do I press Control? Do I not press Control? Do I press Shift? Do I not press Shift? How do I zoom in on my picture?
I'm confused just listening to you right now.
Well, yeah, because that's a lot of the tech jargon we had to
Good
learn
heavens.
for the longest time with computers.
Right.
Now I want to be able to zoom in on these pictures. It's the same exact experience that I use on my tablet and my
it's
phone.
so smooth.
Very smooth,
Yeah.
very easy to use when you're navigating from one to the next. And then we hit that little Windows key in the bottom here. These are all our programs. This is all part of Windows 10 that we're going to dive into in a little bit. But again, it's designed to be a touch experience.
Is there anything you have to do
really
to
maximize
activate touch? Like you get this home, you're setting it up. Is there anything special to do to either enable that, or if you don't want touch, then what?
I'm going to get really tech savvy here
Okay.
on this. Ready? This is what you need.
Lay it on me.
Put your finger on the screen.
Oh, okay.
That's all you got.
No buttons.
No, there's no button. There's no.
And then if you don't want to use it, you just don't touch it. Just use the keyboard.
As simple as that. The nice thing about it is you can use the traditional trackpad that we have here. Your left clicks, your right clicks, you can still do that.
Yeah.
But I like the fact that you don't turn it on and off. There's no extra buttons to press.
That's great.
Just put your fingers on the screen, whether you're navigating web pages, whether you're swapping through pictures, whatever works best for you. It's nice and easy with touch. But again, you want to use this like a regular traditional computer like you've been using for years, hey, knock yourself out. But I recommend you dive into the touch experience because that's what makes it really special.
All right, the processor, that's where the Intel story comes into play.
Yes.
You're thinking about some of the photos. If you do have a nicer camera, those are larger files. You're downloading things on your computer. It might be songs, it could be movies. You're wondering about the storage capacity here. Wow, is it amazing? So we're going to cover that, but I'd love to dive into Windows 10 right now since you touched on that a second ago. What should we know about that operating system and this computer?
It's the marriage of the two previous versions that Microsoft came out with their operating system. What makes Windows 10 spectacular is it really gives you that tablet or smartphone type of experience with our tiles that we have here, and also gives you the traditional desktop that people have been using on their computers for years and years and years. And I like the fact that you can customize all these different tiles here. Microsoft did a great job with Windows 10. I'm glad they did, because they also made the announcement they're not changing from Windows 10.
Well, because we used to have
Yeah.
to get the latest version all the time and sort of be
And you
mindful.
used to have to take something off the computer to put something on the computer.
Yes, we don't do that anymore.
Those days are done. And they make it nice and simple for you to find everything as well. So right here, you can navigate, you can set up your different tiles, changes the sizes of them, do whatever you want to make this work best for you. So I have my calendar set up here. I also have my photos set up over here, some games